Imagine standing at the edge of your greatest potential, held back by an invisible force that whispers you're not enough, fear. What if I told you that within the next few minutes, you'll discover a revolutionary philosophy that can transform your deepest anxieties into your greatest source of strength? In the next few moments, you'll learn how to turn your greatest weakness into an unstoppable advantage. The truth is brutal. Fear is the single most destructive force preventing you from living the life you're meant to live. It's a silent killer of dreams, a psychological prison that traps millions in mediocrity. But what if fear could become your most powerful ally? Stoicism offers a radical approach that doesn't just manage fear, it completely dismantles its power over you. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most powerful leaders, understood a profound truth. We suffer more in our imagination than in reality. Your mind has been lying to you, and today we break free. Courage is not the absence of fear, but a deliberate act of transformation. You are about to embark on a journey that will rewire your entire approach to challenges, obstacles, and personal limitations. This is not about eliminating fear. It's about becoming so internally strong that fear becomes irrelevant. Seneca, the legendary Stoic philosopher, knew that we become brave by performing brave acts. Each moment of this journey is a calculated step towards becoming the most powerful version of yourself, unbreakable, resilient, and absolutely unstoppable. Prepare for a profound transformation that goes beyond motivation. This is a complete psychological revolution. The path of Stoicism is a rigorous expedition into the depths of human potential, where comfort is abandoned and true strength is forged. We will challenge everything you believe about your limitations, your fears, and your capabilities. The great Stoic philosophers understood a revolutionary truth. Our perception creates our reality. By the end of this journey, you won't just face your fears, you'll obliterate them, emerging as the architect of your own destiny. The anatomy of fear, understanding our internal battlefield. Fear is not a monolithic entity, but a complex landscape of psychological barriers that we construct around ourselves. Like invisible walls, these barriers emerge from our deepest insecurities, past traumas, and learned helplessness. Modern psychology confirms what Stoic philosophers intuited centuries ago. Our fears are primarily constructs of our mind, more powerful in imagination than in reality. We become prisoners of potential scenarios that may never materialize. The human brain is evolutionarily wired to prioritize survival, often misinterpreting challenges as existential threats. This primitive response system worked perfectly for our ancestors facing immediate physical dangers, but becomes counterproductive in our complex modern world. Our fight-or-flight mechanism, designed to protect us, now often prevents us from taking necessary risks and exploring our true potential. We're caught in a psychological trap of our own making. Stoicism offers a revolutionary approach to understanding and transforming our relationship with fear. By developing a practice of rational observation, we can create distance between our emotional reactions and our conscious choices. This mental discipline allows us to see fear as a temporary state, not an immutable truth about our capabilities. We learn to recognize fear's voice without being controlled by its narrative, becoming observers of our internal landscape. The greatest warriors are not those who never feel fear, but those who have learned to navigate through it with grace and intentionality. Our capacity for growth is directly proportional to our willingness to step beyond our comfort zones. By understanding the mechanics of fear, we transform from passive recipients of emotional experiences to active architects of our psychological terrain. Each moment of courageous choice becomes a brushstroke in the masterpiece of our personal evolution. Stoic principles, weapons against the fear fortress. Acceptance stands as the first powerful weapon in the Stoic arsenal against fear. We cannot control external events, but we possess absolute sovereignty over our internal response. This profound understanding liberates us from the tyranny of circumstances, allowing us to redirect energy typically wasted on resistance towards meaningful action. Acceptance is not passive submission, but an active, powerful stance of engaging with reality as it presents itself. Perspective becomes our most sophisticated tool for dismantling fear's psychological stronghold. By zooming out and examining our challenges through a broader lens, we diminish the perceived magnitude of our fears. The universe is vast, and our individual struggles are but momentary ripples in an infinite ocean of experience. This cosmic perspective does not minimize our personal journey, but provides context that reduces the overwhelming intensity of our anxieties. Resilience emerges as the natural outcome of consistent Stoic practice. We are not born resilient, but we can cultivate this capacity through intentional training of our mental faculties. Each challenge becomes an opportunity for growth, each setback a lesson in disguise. Our ability to bounce back is not determined by the absence of difficulty, but by our commitment to maintaining inner equilibrium regardless of external turbulence. We become unbreakable through consistent practice. Virtue represents the ultimate antidote to fear, transforming our relationship with uncertainty. By anchoring ourselves in principles of integrity, courage, wisdom, and self-control, we create an internal compass that guides us through the most treacherous psychological landscapes. Our worth is not defined by external outcomes, but by our commitment to living according to our highest principles. Fear loses its power when we are fully aligned with our core values. The transformative journey, from fear to freedom. Every transformative journey begins with a single, courageous step into the unknown. The moment we decide to face our fears is the moment we reclaim our power from the shadows of uncertainty. Like the legendary Stoic philosopher Zeno, who emerged stronger after losing everything, we can find profound strength in surrendering our attachment to specific outcomes. Our true power lies not in controlling external events, but in mastering our internal response. The practice of voluntary discomfort becomes our training ground for resilience. By intentionally exposing ourselves to controlled challenges, we expand our psychological flexibility and reduce fear's grip on our consciousness. A cold shower, a difficult conversation, or stepping into an unfamiliar situation becomes a ritual of personal empowerment. We are not seeking comfort, but growth, understanding that true freedom emerges from our ability to dance with uncertainty. Mindfulness emerges as a critical skill in our journey of fear transformation. By developing the capacity to observe our thoughts without judgment, we create a sacred space between stimulus and response. This microsecond of awareness becomes our portal to freedom, allowing us to choose our reaction instead of being automatically swept away by emotional currents. We become the calm center in the storm of our emotional experiences. Our collective journey of transformation is powered by individual acts of courage. Each person who decides to face their fears becomes a beacon of inspiration for others, creating a ripple effect of empowerment. We are not alone in this journey. We are part of a lineage of courageous souls who have chosen growth over comfort. Our individual transformation contributes to a collective awakening of human potential. The eternal call to courage. In the grand tapestry of human experience, fear is but a temporary shadow, destined to be illuminated by the light of conscious choice. We stand at the threshold of our greatest potential, armed with the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Our journey is not about eliminating fear, but about developing a relationship with it that transforms weakness into strength, uncertainty into opportunity. The road ahead is not promised to be easy, but it is guaranteed to be meaningful. Each step we take in facing our fears is a step towards our most authentic self. We are not defined by our fears, but by our courage to move through them with grace, wisdom, and unwavering commitment. Our potential is unlimited, waiting to be unleashed through intentional action and philosophical understanding. Modern science continues to validate what Stoic philosophers understood centuries ago. Our mindset determines our reality. Neuroscience reveals that we can literally rewire our brain's response to fear through consistent practice and intentional training. We are not victims of our biology, but powerful creators of our psychological landscape. Our capacity for transformation is far greater than we have been led to believe. As we conclude this journey of understanding, we extend an invitation to embrace the Stoic path. Share your experiences, your moments of courage, your struggles with fear in the comments below. Your story matters, and by sharing, you become part of a collective movement of personal empowerment. Join us in the next video, where we'll explore deeper strategies for living a life of purpose and resilience. Courage is not a destination, but a continuous journey of becoming. We invite you to take one small, courageous step today. Challenge yourself, observe your fears without judgment, and remember, you are far stronger than the stories your mind creates. Subscribe to our channel for more insights on personal growth, Stoic philosophy, and the art of transforming fear into your greatest ally. The path is yours to walk. Choose courage.